The heart is located within the thoracic cavity, inside the mediastinum. The mediastinum is the central space between the two pleuropulmonary spaces. The heart lies posteriorly to the sternum and rests directly on the superior surface of the diaphragm muscle. 2/3 of the volume of the heart is positioned to the left of the midline, while the other third is positioned to the right. The heart's apex is directed anteriorly, inferiorly, and to the left, while heart's base faces posteriorly, superiorly, and to the right. The external surface of the heart presents two main surfaces: the anterior or sternocostal surface and the posterior inferior or diaphragmatic surface. The anterior surface faces the sternum and the rib cage, while the posterior inferior surface sits on the diaphragm. The surfaces are separated by two edges: a rounded edge called the obtuse margin, formed by the left ventricle, and a sharp edge called acute margin, formed by the right ventricle. The heart is enclosed by a protective sac called the pericardium. It consists of a tough outer fibrous layer and an inner double-layered serous membrane, which are separated by the fluid-filled pericardial cavity. The outer layer is the fibrous pericardium fused with the parietal pericardium, which together form a thick, opaque outer sac. The inner layer is called visceral pericardium or epicardium because it also forms the outermost layer of the heart wall. This visceral pericardium is a thin and transparent layer. Between the visceral and parietal pericardium, there is a pericardial cavity that contains a very small amount of serous fluid, which prevents friction during heart movements. Looking at the heart wall from outer to inner layers, we have the epicardium, then the myocardium, and finally the innermost layer, endocardium. The myocardium is a layer of the cardiac muscle, and the endocardium lines the chambers of the heart.